Oh boy, was I ready to come in here and absolutely lay into the review center. However, Leafs win 3-2 in overtime over the Chicago Blackhawks, and we faced them twice in the season. We won both games against the Chicago Blackhawks, both times in overtime, and we can breathe a little bit. A win on the road in Chicago. I understand no Corey Crawford. Jeff Glass, former Toronto Marley last year, obviously starting today, and he's a big story in the NHL right now. The old rookie, if you want to call him that. But the Leafs get the job done in overtime. Look, we're going to break this baby down, and I still got to talk about that stupid call by the review center. We'll get to that in a second. Now, it doesn't start out great for the Leafs. The Chicago Blackhawks have an abysmal power play this year. They get a power play early. They score on it. Brent Seabrook fires a shot in from the right side, I think it was, and beats Freddie Anderson. It's 1-0 Chicago. With just under 4 minutes to play in the first period, Jake Gardiner with a shot, tipped in by Mitch Marner, and we got ourselves a tie hockey game after one. Jake Gardiner, Ron Hainsey grab assists on the play, and nothing happens in the second period, and we head to the third. The Leafs get a power play. Less than 4:58 in, Nazem Kadri finally gets a goal. You see the relief on his face. Beautiful pass from Bozak. JVR grabs the assist. And Tyler, and you see Kadri skipping along and just with a huge smile on his face. Much needed goal for him. Leafs have the 2-1 lead. Next up, the Mitch Marner takes a penalty, and we're like, Mitch, we're up by one. It's almost halfway through the darn period. Stay out of the box. He doesn't. And then late in the power play, puck goes into Freddie, and Nick Schmaltz, or no, who was it? I think it was Anisimov, banging away at Freddie. Gets his stick in his face. Gloves in his face. Not like around his face, in his face. Stick hits his mask. Puck goes fired into the net. Now, obviously, they're going to initially call it a good goal. Babcock looks at it. He's like, oh, yeah, that's goal interference. Yeah, we're going to review that one. After further review, the call in the ice stands. We got a good goal. Are you stupid? I mean, come on. This review, did they even know the rules? I mean, I sure as heck don't anymore. Like, we thought, okay, could the goalie make a save? Well, could Bernier make a save? Well, no, he couldn't because of what? Two reasons. One, the puck was behind him, and he didn't know where it was. But they call it no goal, and we're like, God, that's an awful call. Today, Freddie's down. That's his fault. But a stick in the side of the mask. Then the glove in the side of the mask. While he's down. And that's a good goal? What? I mean, come on. Like Babcock, after they call a goal, is like, you know, what's the rule anymore? I mean, and amen, coach. Like, I don't even know it anymore. I thought, could the goalie make the save? Well, a stick in the side of the head while you're down? No, that you can't make a save on that. And he did know where the puck was. I don't understand it. I am so confused with this rule. It's a 50-50 crapshoot when it comes to what they're going to call. And man, this thing has to get changed in the offseason because it's a joke. And if the Leafs lost because of that, I would lose my mind. However, we get a point and head to overtime. We're like, great, we got a point. Ooh, doesn't really matter because we should have had two. Right off the opening draw, I think it was Matthews, tips it. Or no, I think he tips it up to William Nylander. He's on a breakaway, gets a hook in. I think it was by Duncan Keith. We got ourselves a penalty shot 6 seconds into overtime. William Nylander comes in. A nice little quick deke to the backhand, beats Jeff Glass. Leafs win in overtime, and I bet you every Leaf player, every Leaf fan is giving the ref the old, screw you, ref, or screw you, review center, because we got 2 points no matter what. You guys screwed us out of even one in the last game, and we get 2 tonight. Bite me. The Leafs get 2 points. That's what matters. Freddie Andersen, unbelievable. 2 goals on 36 shots. Now, I understand the Leafs only scored 2 goals in regulation and 3 in overtime. Yes, I get that. However, after the first period, where the Leafs didn't play all that well, they had a very good second period, won in shots 11-7. And without the power play in the third period, the Leafs won in shots 13-12 in the third period. So shots were 36-36 apiece. You know, it looked really bad early on. But the Leafs found a way to get back in it. Freddie Andersen kept them in the game in that first period. 17 shots in the first period is a ridiculous amount. But they were able to only give up 7 in the second and 12 in the third. A great job there. And this is all without Riley and Zaitsev, who we know are going to be out for at least a couple more weeks. We know they're going to be at least out until after the All-Star break. They find a way to do it. I am still impressed with Travis Dermott. This guy's, his hockey sense is unbelievable. The quick thoughts he makes, and they're nice thoughts. They're good passes, and the smart plays to calm things down and to make the right play. He's unbelievable. I've loved the looks of him so far. And the Roman Polak saga continues. You saw in this game, Anthony Duclair absolutely undresses the snot out of Roman Polak and gets a great shot, but Freddie Andersen bails him out. Thank you, Freddie. Leafs get the win. That's really all that matters. And we'll take 2 points no matter how they come. Right? We'll look back at this game and say we got screwed over by the review center. However, we got the win. That's really all that matters in the long run. Now, this next game is huge. Curtis McElhinney will probably be in the net. Freddie Andersen had a big load today. Plus, it's the second half of a back-to-back. And it is the last game until the All-Star break, which is this weekend coming up. You are in Dallas, taking on the Dallas Stars. They're having a very good season, 28-17. Obviously, Ben Bishop, you know, that's something they've really missed as a goalie, and they got one. So it's going to be a tough one tomorrow, especially since we're on a back-to-back. They are not. They are waiting in Dallas resting. However, if the Leafs can find a way to come out and find a way to win that game, that'll mean they've won 3 of 4 heading into the All-Star break and having won 2 straight on the road in a back-to-back situation. It's a big game tomorrow. You know, I think we can all agree with that. Now, will they do it? It's going to be tough. But can they do it? They did it tonight. They beat Chicago in Chicago the first time they've done that. I think they said since 2003. A long time. But all those stupid streaks against the Chicago Blackhawks are done. We haven't beat Chicago, period. Remember that when we beat them in Toronto? That was that streak gone. We haven't won Chicago since 2003. You won that today. But you got to find a way to keep rolling. It's a back-to-back tomorrow. This team is going to have a tough one. But they got to find a way to come out with a victory, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you guys enjoyed this game. Smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below. What'd you guys think of the game? What'd you think about that interference call, or non-call, I guess you would want to call it. And we'll talk to you guys Friday, Raptors edition, as they are back at the Air Canada Center taking on the Utah Jazz. 7:30 tip-off there. They're looking to win 2 straight. And as for the Leafs, they are still on the road tomorrow night in Dallas in the final game before the All-Star break. This is a big one. 8:30 puck drop, another late one, half an hour later than today's game. So we'll talk to you guys then, hoping for a second straight win, 3 of 4, and head into the All-Star break on the right note. We'll talk to you guys then.